can everybody hear us? We're sort of live and we want to make sure that everybody can hear us okay, and Sharon okay especially since I don't know how to set up Skype things sometimes.
And my internet connection is awful.
And I don't know if my screen share is working. Just everything might not be working, but we'll see. Oh, hello Alpha. Can you hear us okay? Sounds like you can, maybe. I don't know. I don't know the things. Hello, NetSlave. I'm sorry you're a slave to the internet. I really am. Okay. Okay, we got it good from Alpha. Get it good from someone else, and I think we should be good to go with the podcast. With all our exciting announcements and surprises. And Sharon goodness, and Sharon is actually here, everyone.
Yay!
Woo! I don't know. Alright. Actually, my washer's really loud. 1 second.
So hi everyone, you guys are left with me until she gets back. So how is everyone this day?
Yes, hello. How is everyone? How that sounded really odd for me for some reason. Welcome to Wild Season Podcast number 13. I am Kelsey. I am the lone writer and game designer of Wild Season. And finally with me, everybody, I have Sharon. Let's give a round of applause for Sharon being here.
Hi everyone, I'm finally here. For those of you who haven't heard me before, I'm the everything else in the company. CEO, designer, director, art director, all in one.
Yep, he is here. He is doing everything. And it's great, but he's been gone for a long time because of just a lot of game shows, a lot of busy work, and actually he's going to be gone again next week for Tokyo Game Show.
Yep, it just doesn't end.
Nope, it sure doesn't. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started with a few general announcements. Kind of the format today is going to be we're going to do some general announcements. I'm going to give you guys some character stuff like normal. Then Sharon's going to give more detailed announcements. Oh no, Luca just told me my voice is bad. Oh no, just a second, guys.
I can hear your kitty cats.
Oh, that's good. Yes, my cat does love me. Sorry, guys, I was like on a really good momentum there for just a second. Alright, hopefully everybody can hear me now. Can everybody hear me all right? Luca, can you hear me a little bit better? I turned up some things. I made things louder. Oh. Turn off other screen on your desktop. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. Oh, I am totally echoing for some reason. Sorry, guys. I thought this was going to go so well. And then...
Murphy's Law.
Yeah, I know. I actually told Sharon, I was like, my computer's blue screen 3 times today, but if I tell you that, then it won't blue screen while we're doing this show. And it hasn't yet, but Murphy's Law decided to do this. Alright. Yeah, I know. I actually told Sharon, I was like, my computer's blue screen 3 times today, but if I tell you that, then it won't. Okay. Luca's saying it's okay now. Sorry about that, everyone. But, okay. No, Keith, Rosu, you are not late because apparently we had a little bit of technical issues.
Yeah, I seem to just bring them on. It's like when I'm not there, you can run the podcast perfectly. I show up, and then all the technical issues appear.
Sharon, that's actually true. I've done so well, other than the time that a drunk driver hit a pole in our neighborhood and just took down the internet for an hour and a half.
Are you serious? That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, that actually happened. Anyway, so back to the format of the show. We're just gonna do some. Actually, this will just be our general announcements, I guess, so we can actually get on with things. Then I'll do some character introductions. Sharon has all sorts of stuff to tell you, and then I have a surprise for Sharon that you guys all need to help me with.
Yeah, which I'm kind of freaking out about.
He doesn't know what it is, so you guys might know. Please don't mention anything. Just anything you think could be the surprise. Just don't say it. Okay. Anyway, gonna go on to characters and forget technical things ever happened. All right.
Yeah, which I'm kind of
Let's do it.
freaking out about.
All right. So we are starting with a bachelor today. Woo! I don't think I've done Edward. I have good records of who I've done and who I haven't, but not sure. I hope I haven't. I don't think I have. So this is Edward. He is 26 years old. His birthday is on spring 10th, and he is the co-owner of the Giles Ranch. He runs the ranch along with his younger brother, Steven, and acts as a legal guardian to his much younger siblings, Panka and Ponko. I'm actually introducing Panka after him, and then I'll do Steven and Ponko next week. Well, Edward is very friendly to others. He's overall like a very quiet person, and he tends to let conversations die a lot. But during those conversations, he ends up saying some like what people interpret to be like very deep or meaningful things. So people think that he's like super mysterious and stuff. But as the player gets to know him better, she'll figure out the real reason for him letting conversations die and such, and whether it is a mysterious reason or not so much. So let's see here. Sharon, are you liking the background that I put? You had never seen this background before.
Yes, no, I have seen it in the YouTube videos. It's
Oh.
very papery.
Yeah, I wanted something that would put a little texture, but not like, you know,
Bling bling.
bling 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 and nobody could see the images. So he has some
Yes,
boots
no, I have seen it
and
in the
he's
YouTube
got
videos.
some straps and some other stuff. And I think that his spray art looks a lot like his picture. We've had some issues if people haven't been to the podcast before. One of the reasons we do this is because sometimes our sprites and our final arts are a little bit different from each other, and you guys can point that out, and we're like, oh, okay, great. One of the many reasons why we do this podcast. But yeah, that is Edward. If you guys have really any questions about him, I'll stick around a little bit after the podcast to answer some stuff. So I will answer it then, because the lag on here can be kind of strange sometimes. All right, gonna put this down. It's Panka. All right.
Oh, she's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, Panka's one of my favorites too. She's kind of a hoot. This is Panka. This is Edward's very younger sister. She's 10 years old. She was born on summer 20th. She has a twin named Ponko, who I'll introduce next week, and she has lived in Bedford Valley for all her life. She's outwardly a lot more mature than her twin and is incredibly smart for her age, but this intelligence kind of gets her in trouble since she tends to think up crazy schemes for money and blackmail.
Yeah.
And all I'll say is that
Sherlock Holmes.
all I will say is that the player is not exempt from this in the slightest. She has a tendency to want to act out situations a lot, like she's on a TV show, just because she's very genre savvy and she's like knows how situations are supposed to go, and usually they don't actually go that way, like at all. So
Yeah, she has a very idealistic view on how things should work out. Vis-a-vis, I'm a dictator and this is how things need to work.
yeah.
1 second, I'll be right back.
Okay, Sean, go ahead. But yeah, this is Panka. I can't edit the scene. There we go. Oh, no, it does not want me to move her, so I guess you guys can't see her pants. Sorry. I don't know why it doesn't want to move. Oh, never mind. Found it. Just kidding. I know what I'm doing. But yeah, she actually received a huge redesign lately. She looked quite a bit different from this, and we actually had to redo her chibi. So her chibi should be like very, very accurate.
Yeah, because we learned from our disconnections in previous ones.
Yes. But that is honestly pretty much it for characters for me. I know it's sort of short, but
Well, actually, going back to Edward, I also want to bring up his dynamic with who's the general store owner? I'm not good with names.
the general store, Carl?
No, his son,
Oh, William.
William. There we go.
Mhm.
I knew I had named them. I'd given them English names. So the dynamic between Edward and William is quite interesting. Because William is, as you guys remember, a thinks he's a playboy, but not really. And in fact, all the girls like Edward, but Edward doesn't really care or try, which drives William nuts.
Yeah, William is very into his looks and how people perceive him, while Edward not so much, and it bothers Will a lot.
Yeah, because whenever he's got this whole dreamy look to him, so the girls are kind of like, dreamy, and William's like, what? He's covered in cow dung.
Pretty much. But actually, that whole situation's actually a big part of Will's character arc. So you'll be seeing that. But yeah, it's pretty much. Let's see. So we'll bring those down. We'll go back to this, and I will give the floor to Sharon to tell you guys many a thing.
Okay, so I have quite a few updates for you. Mostly good news and one piece of bad news. Kelsey says it's not really bad news, but if not bad news, then all over. So let's start with the good news.
Just so you know, you're breaking up just a little bit, and unfortunately I can't do anything about it since it's your internet. But hopefully, if you guys can't understand what something you said, please tell us, and we will retry.
Yeah, I'm in Indonesia, so internet's not the best here.
Alright, go ahead, Sharon.
Okay, so where was I? Yes, as I mentioned yesterday in the Let's Play, I'm going to be at Tokyo Game Show next week, and hopefully by TGS we should have our demo. Yay! So it'll be it's going to be a pretty awesome demo. Why are you watching FIFA 15?
I am not. I am trying to get the stream to work again, because it stopped. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't know why it's playing any sort of noise or anything. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Go
Anyways,
on.
yes, we're gonna be at Tokyo Game Show. We're working on finishing a real, like, actual playable demo, not a thing where you run around. Someone cleared the chat. Yeah. So where was I? Real demo, playable with story elements. I'm very excited about it. And it's going to be available for backers as soon as it's ready, which will hopefully be before Tokyo Game Show, and it'll be available to non-backers right after Tokyo Game Show.
Woo. I accidentally cleared the chat. I'm sorry.
Nice
I meant
one.
to pop it out. I apologize to everyone. I'm a failure. I'm sorry. Please
Actually,
continue, Sharon.
she put some discriminating content and she had to clear the chat quite quickly.
Yeah, pretty much.
So anyways, going back to the news. So as I said, demo coming soon. Demo coming soon, and then right after Tokyo Game Show, we're also opening up the alpha for all of you lovely alpha backers.
Yay!
So finally, you guys will get to participate in the alpha. I'll just tell you guys a little bit about where we're at with a couple of things and sort of what to expect for the alpha. So the alpha is going to be very different from the demo. We're going to try and release a new alpha build to you guys every 2 weeks, and each alpha build will have specific objectives for you guys to give us feedback on. What that means, though, is that some builds might be very different from one another because we might send you a specific version of a build where we need feedback on that may not have features that another build had. So don't worry too much about that. So a good example is in the first build, we actually won controller feedback. In the last demo that we did, we had a lot of complaints about the keyboard configuration because we hadn't even thought about that yet. We just put together some random keys, and now we're starting to think about user experience. So we want to know from you guys what the best control scheme is. We're also going to make the option available to rebind. We want the default setup to already be something that's relatively comfortable for users. So yeah, that's the good news. Now let's talk about the bad news.
Just a second, Sharon. Just remember that Wild Season is love and Wild Season is life, according to
Yes.
Kurosu. Before we go on to this news.
Yeah. So unfortunately, due to a variety of factors, it looks like we may have to push back the Wild Season launch.
Yep. I know.
So the couple of reasons for this. Number one, I've realized that there's a shitload of games coming out now in Q4. And being a new studio, this is the worst time to be competing for everyone's wallets. I mean, we have not one, but two other Harvest Moon type games. Well, Harvest Moon and the Natsume Harvest Moon coming out in Q4. There's Destiny, there's The Order, there's, what else is there? There's FIFA, there's...
Fantasy Life.
Yep. There is...
Persona Q.
What else? Yeah, Persona Q. There is... I've forgotten. What are the games I'm excited about?
Fantasy Life, Persona Q. I actually have a list.
Smash Brothers. Yeah, so there's a huge amount of AAA titles. So we run a very huge risk of falling flat in our face. And unfortunately, this is probably what happened to us with our Kickstarter. We launched in January, right after Christmas. People were out of money. Yeah.
Oh, Dragon Age Inquisition. That's probably the one you're forgetting. Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of people had no Christmas money, spent out, and we actually found out we only made about half of what we could have made on our Kickstarter, simply because of the time that we launched. So we will be probably pushing back our launch to early next year. It's not yet 100% confirmed final, because we were thinking of just doing PC and Ouya. We may still push forward with the Ouya launch this year, just so that we get the funding from them and then we can launch everything else early next year. But yeah, 90% we are looking at an early 2015 launch.
Kirosu, I'm gonna let everybody in the chat handle that question because it is long and it is complicated and it will take up so much. But Alpha asks, will the Kickstarter backers be pushed back as well?
What does that mean? So yeah, I mean, the game for everyone will be pushed back, but we're already opening up some of the Kickstarter features. So, for example, the Kickstarter alpha is starting right after Tokyo Game Show. The beta will start shortly after that. We will be doing the designer stuff during the beta, you know, the street naming, character naming, all of that other stuff.
We will... I think it's, you know, it's not only a Q4 launch that's an issue. We've had to change a lot of things to make things a lot better. And now that we've changed those things and have looked at it again, we really want to bring, like, the best experience to you humanly possible. And I think...
Within our budget?
Within our budget, exactly. And we really... I think everybody kind of feels like if we rush towards what was the original date, you guys will not be getting that. But if we kind of push it back to a place where, well, more people will be able to purchase it anyway, and are able to spend that time.
We can just
Um,
continue to polish it.
yeah. But yeah, Q4 is just a really horrible time, and I think the game is going to be a lot better the more time is spent on it.
Yeah, and we're very excited. Tax return season.
Season.
Yeah. Oh wait. When are tax returns? When do the tax returns come out?
I think, well, in the US, taxes are due by April 1st, so they usually happen sometime in late April, early May.
No, as in tax returns. So like if you like doesn't the government give you back some taxes if you
Yeah,
misfile
yeah,
or
they're
file?
due by the 1st of April.
Okay.
So usually you
Okay.
get your tax return. You can get it back before as long as you register before, but I think a lot of people get it like late April, early May.
Oh, okay. No, that's too late. I was
Yeah.
hoping it was Q1 because then we could have timed it for right after the tax returns, and we could have done a marketing campaign. Spend your tax return on Wild Season.
The US government doesn't work that well. I'm sorry,
Okay.
Sharon. We do not have a whole day that is tax return day. That would be amazing though.
Okay. So that's for our next game. We will target the launch right after the tax returns.
Perfect. We will always do tax return season.
Yeah. So aside from Wild Season 1, just so you guys know, moving forwards, all of our games are going to come out right after tax returns.
Perfect.
We will be known as the company to spend your tax returns on.
We should just change the name of the studio to tax returns.
Tax return games.
Perfect.
There we-
Tax-free day? I don't think there's a tax-free day. If there's a tax-free day, I want to know about it, and I want it so much. But yeah, that's like the biggest news. We've been kind of contemplating it for a few weeks. So I'm sorry if I've avoided some questions the past few weeks about it, but I think it will be good.
Yeah, and the nice thing is, once we have the demo out, we can start doing let's plays of the demo. We can start actually showing you guys more stuff in the game because we actually have stuff to show. It's finished.
Yep. So that'll be good. Garnet, you're here. You just missed all the announcements. All the announcements in the entire world. We'll do a quick rundown before I do Sharon's surprise, and you guys have to help me once you guys know what it is. But so Alpha says, just to be clear, as an early rising farmer, I won't get access until Q1 next year. Sharon, are you there?
Yes, sorry, I didn't hear. What's
Oh,
up?
okay. Sorry. So Alpha asked, just to be clear, the early rising farmers won't get access until quarter 1 next year.
Um, yeah, yeah, because we won't have a game to send you guys.
Right.
Um, it's not a marketing thing. It's a well. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I see what he's getting at. That okay, yeah, we're so no, backers will not get it because we are going to be using the time to continue polishing the game. So unless you want a less polished version of the game, we can send it to backers, but I don't see why they would want an unfinished version of the game.
We're using the marketing side as one of the many reasons why it's being pushed back. It's not. We're not going to be sitting on a finished game since like December, and then releasing it, March.
Yeah, we're going to continue to work on it
Right.
until, yeah.
So I think you guys will be happy with that finished product, though. I think it's going to be all the better. But Asmo, yes, you can get your hands on it, and you can have the most amazing time ever. We'll all have
Yeah.
the most amazing time ever. But yep, and so hopefully you guys will all check out the demo after Tokyo Game Show or before Tokyo Game Show if you were a backer, and give us all sorts of the feedback.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be the first time my writing has ever come to light. So I'm scared. We're moving it to like Q1, Q2 ish,
No, I think late Q, maybe mid to late Q1.
mid to late Q1. I never know what actual like months go into Qs, so quarters. So yeah.
Well, you know, you do live in the U.S. You just look at a 25-cent coin. Bad joke. Barum tish.
Oh, Sharon. All right. So, to end this podcast today, I have a surprise for Sharon. As many of you who have joined us before know, we do a quiz show on this podcast because I had nothing else to talk about when I was by myself. So we do the competing and all of that about real world farming. And this week, Sharon is going to be a participant. Yay!
Oh boy.
It's just as bad as you imagine, Sharon.
Yeah, you guys can see how you guys can see how bad my farming knowledge is.
Yeah, okay. So, this week, you guys are going to have to help me because I'll explain the rules in a second to everybody. But first of all, it is Kelsey's amazing, spectacular, and oh so wonderful quiz time show. Woo! All right. So, this is how it usually works. We have questions that are farming related, I guess. And whoever answers first correctly gets a point. Now, Lucas should be around to help kind of corral those points and make sure everybody's right. But I'm going to write them down as well if I can find a pencil. Yes, I found a pencil. And this title's great, okay? Kirosu, it's great. And no, Sky, no spelling mistakes this time. And you know, now that you said it though, there probably will be. I'm sorry. But Sharon, okay, I'm trying to figure out what you should get if you win, what they should get if they win. But usually what I give them, and this is the singing part I was telling you about, is that I usually sing a jingle in their honor for whoever wins. So
Okay, I can do that.
So I think if you lose, you also should have to do a jingle.
What? I said no singing.
I lied. So you will have Sharon and Kelsey's spectacular jingle time, and
I'm a very good singer.
chicken
You guys
dinner.
might...
Actually, your jingle has to be about chicken dinner, Sharon, because that's what people get in the chat is somebody saying chicken dinner to them. You haven't been here for a while.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
All right. Are you ready? Are you guys ready to see what the topic is? I think you guys are going to cry. It's eggs.
Okay, I'm vegan, by the way.
Even more perfect. This means that you'll have to do a jingle. All right. So I only have 5 questions today since I thought that things were going to go longer and apparently they didn't. So we'll drag this out a little bit because I honestly couldn't find 10 questions about eggs that couldn't be easily found on the internet. Please don't look up anything on the internet, especially you, Sharon. I can hear you. All right. All right. Ready? All right. Question 1. What is the major difference between white, brown, and speckled eggs? A. White eggs have more protein. B. Brown and speckled eggs are a lower grade. C. White eggs are not organic. Or D. Nothing at all. What do you think, Sharon? I'm going to put your answers a little bit different from everybody else's since you can answer sooner, since you can hear me sooner.
Yeah.
Which isn't fair. So your
I-
answers will be different.
Um,
Because I will sing a song for whoever wins in the chat, and then you'll have to sing a song if you don't get as many points as that person.
see, okay, so I know that white chickens lay white eggs, brown chickens lay brown eggs. I know that much. I don't know where speckled eggs. I don't even know what speckled eggs are.
They have like speckles on them. It's kind of how it sounds.
Okay, so I wouldn't say that they are lower grade, simply just because they come from different chickens.
Uh-huh.
I would not say that white eggs are not organic because they come from white chickens. So I'm
Huh.
going to have to say either A or D.
Oh, well, you have to pick one.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm going to go for D.
Sharon, you are correct. Nobody in the
Yes.
chat got it. There is no difference between white, brown, and speckled eggs, you guys. It's actually one of the only reasons why people really breed one over the other is due to just visual preferences in different countries. Oh no,
Yeah,
Sky, did I seriously spell protein wrong? Dang
you did. Protein, not protein.
it! Not only
But
did Sharon get a point, but I spelt something wrong.
yeah, but yeah, my family's in the food business, so I know a couple of things.
This was the wrong topic to pick. We should have done Chinese farming like we did last week. All right, we're gonna go on to question 2. Yeah, Sharon's the only one with a point this time. Guys, catch up. I need him to sing. This is what he gets for being gone for so long, doing all sorts of important things. All right. When did people start mass producing eggs? A, in the 1880s, 1890s. B, in the 1920s, 1930s. C, in the 1780s, 1800s. Or D, in the 1200s, 1300s.
What is your definition of mass production?
Pretty much meaning that people have sold eggs for a long time, but it's usually just their eggs that were
In
just
their
in their
farm.
backyard. But then, like when people started buying chickens for the express purpose of only selling the eggs.
Mm, 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 mm. I want to say A or B. 1700s. What happened in the 1780s?
That's a good
That
question,
was
Sharon. What happened in the
1700s was Queen Victoria, right? Or was that 1800s?
um I'm not good on history. And just so you know, guys, when Sharon answers, I'll tell you guys the answer. So don't worry. One of you has gotten it right, though.
I want to say you know what? Screw it. Let's go with D.
D?
Yeah.
Ha! It's B. Kurosu got a
Shit.
point.
I knew it had to be B, but I was like, it's too easy.
I know. I know. It's okay. It's okay. Not many people get it at all. Oh, by the way, if nobody gets it, like in the first question, usually I get a point, but we're putting that towards you this week. All right. Question 3. How many eggs a year does the US produce? Oh, I put a year twice. The year is very important, guys. Man, I messed this up. Sky, you made this happen by saying something. All right. A, 10 billion, B, 20 billion, C, 75 billion, or D, 2 billion.
Ooh, U.S.
Yep, US.
It's got to be a big number because it's the U.S. Mm,
Oh,
okay,
Sky.
definitely not D, so it's got to be A, B, or C.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, you're narrowing it. Yeah.
I want to say no. B is too many. What's the U.S. population?
300 million.
Yeah, so it cannot be 300 million.
I'm sorry, Imperial, that your stream is behind. I wasn't even getting the chat earlier, so if you guys said anything during the character stuff, I didn't even get it. I'm sorry. Sharon, answer. Go with your heart.
Uh, okay, I think it's got to be either B or C.
Okay, which one? Go. Putting you under
Uh,
pressure. Under pressure. That's a song, right? I think so. Sharon.
Let's go for B.
You lost. It's C.
Darn it!
I believe. Oh gosh. Yeah, the Sky got it. That's right. I should have written that down already. As well. I am so sorry that the lag is real. I'm not sure how to stop the lag, and I apologize. It's probably Sharon's internet connection combined with my just terrible, terrible laptop that is going in the trash in 3 days once my new shiny computer I'm gonna build comes. I'm sorry. Alright. Question 4. Gonna do it. If the US produces 75 billion eggs a year, how much does this account for in the world supply? Remember, it's a big number. A, 50%, B, 10%, C, 90%, or D, 25%? Rithraid, you missed announcements and character stuff while Sharon sits here and thinks about this. Good news, demo's coming out really soon. Kind of not so good news, game's been pushed back to Q1 because we want all the times to work on it, and we don't want to compete with all the crazy stuff. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Good to know.
I'm gonna go for A.
A?
Yeah.
Okay, you're wrong. It's B.
What? 10%?
Yep, it accounts for 10% of the world's supply. I totally tricked ya. I totally tricked ya. Remember, it's a big number.
God darn it.
It's okay. Right now you're tied with everybody, and if that's the case, then you don't have to sing a jingle. But, and I'm gonna let Luca decide, because Luca's like always the person who decides. How many points should the last question be worth? Luca, please give us through your crystal ball what it should be. Sky, I can't even count to 10. Yeah, but you can apparently see all of my grammar mistakes. But yeah, can you believe that? Oh, okay. Sorry, net slave. I'm sorry the net is making you a slave and not letting you see this in real time.
So I just looked it up to confirm this for myself.
Yeah.
That's okay. I can't find numbers, but it says here the U.S. is the largest exporter of eggs in the world.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that has nothing to do with the world supply of eggs. The world can supply eggs without exporting or importing them.
Oh, yeah. Netherlands is the biggest producer of eggs.
I will show you my source. It's the Egg Society of America or some stupid name like that. All right. All right, sorry, Net. All right, we're going to do the last question. Luca, it looks like he wants to do 1.5. All right, let's do that. Yeah, Sharon is arguing with Raid. He doesn't want to do this jingle at all. All right. About what temperature should farmers keep laying houses? A, 57 to 79 degrees Fahrenheit. B, 63 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. C, 50 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit. Or D, 70 to 76 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, I'm going to take long because I don't know Fahrenheit. I got to convert all of this to Celsius.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I should have totally put the Celsius on there for you. I didn't even think about that. Let me see if I can go to my source. No, wait. Last time I brought up my browser, it started saying something about the NFL or something, and I was scared. Sorry, guys. I'm a stupid American and think that everybody should use Fahrenheit, even though they shouldn't, because Celsius actually probably does make more sense. Sorry. Sorry. Imperial, I think a lot of people just see it and immediately answer because they don't know the answer and they just want to be first and guess. That's part of the fun of the game, to be completely honest.
Okay, let's see. So 57 degrees Fahrenheit is 13 degrees Celsius.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys, this is gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Maybe I should negate this question because I don't know if this is fair to you, Sharon.
It's okay, I can look it up.
You're gonna look up the answer?
What?
Don't look up the answer.
I'm looking up temperatures.
I'm sorry, guys. Okay. If Sharon gets it right, he wins. If one of you get it right and he doesn't get it right, you guys all win and he has to do a jingle. I think that's the way to make this fair. And kind of against Sharon.
Okay, so wait. So if 57 is 13. Okay, you didn't even put it in the right order. If 57 is 13, 63 is 17, then 50 must be below 13, and 70 is above 17. Okay, I'm trying to remember. I'm horrible
Thanks,
with numbers.
Maren, for your help. Yeah, I'm a stupid American, as everybody can tell. I don't put Celsius on things. Actually, where I got this from had Celsius, and I just didn't put it for some reason.
Gee, thank you.
No problem, Sharon. No problem.
Okay. So I've got the temperatures. So
Okay.
it cannot be. Okay, so it's definitely not 10.
Okay.
Uh, is it 13? No, I don't think so. I'm gonna go for B.
B.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're singing a jingle. It's A.
It? Huh?
The answer's A. You're singing a jingle.
I was so close.
Yay! So I'm not sure. Luca hopefully kind of had that. It won't let me scroll up on my pop out, which is weird. Oh, wait, it will. It will. It'll let me happen. Let me happen. All right. It looks like Rithraid was the first one. Who got it? Yeah. All right. So, I will sing a jingle in all of the chat's honor. And then Sharon must sing a jingle about eggs.
I thought I was doing it about chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner, eggs. You can do it about either. All right. Let's see. Oh, chat, I'm glad you won because now Sharon's gonna have to sing and I'm really happy about it. That's my jingle. Thank you, chat. Thank you very much.
Okay. Here I go. You guys might want to remove any glass. My break. So we have a chicken. It's called dinner. It's not really very edible. In our game, Harvest Moon. There we go.
No, keep going. I didn't know you were gonna keep going. Go, go, go. In our game, Harvest Moon. Come on.
Which Kelsey plays and burns it down.
I actually burn everything. I'm so happy. This is what I've wanted since I thought of this earlier today.
Yeah, there you got your jingle.
I got Team Kelsey, man. Yeah. People thought my jingle was better. No, just kidding. I liked your jingle a lot. And I hope that this episode is recording properly because we're going to put this up and it's going to be brilliant.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for participating in my silly little game. Thank you, Sharon, for being such a sport, for not knowing that you were going to sing jingles. I figured it was a good way for
To
us
get
to
your
bring up the house and for me to laugh.
yeah.
It's great. But
Okay, all right. Thanks so much, guys. As usual, we'll keep you guys updated. Next week we'll have more stuff to show. Well, actually, I won't be here next week. I'll be in Tokyo.
yep, he'll be at Tokyo Game Show, so we'll go back to me doing the Let's Play and the podcast, but we'll have super fun quiz time on the podcast, and then the Let's Play will turn back into a singing Let's Play instead of us actually accomplishing things like yesterday.
Yeah,
Um,
and then back, I will show you guys a few pictures from Gamescom, pictures from Tokyo Game Show, and then I'll talk about the conferences, and then yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
it'll be great. So, our Let's Plays are on Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern Time here in the United States, and I believe that's 10 a.m. in the Philippines. Is when this starts, and then of course the podcasts will be at the same time every week, just as this, at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays.
yeah. So sorry for the people that came in late, like Kirosu-chan. I'm going to be in Tokyo for Tokyo Game Show, where we will be showing the game. Well, the demo, which will then be made available to everyone. Visit Akiba, yeah. Well, I don't know if I'll have time to do Akihabara this trip. I've been before, but we're going for work. I'm just gonna have the only day off I'm gonna have is Sunday. I've been away so long that I can't extend the trips. Bring some cat spirits to put in wild season or something. Maids would work too. Yes, I will steal some cat spirits and I will kidnap some maids.
Don't kidnap any maids. Cat
You know,
spirits are fine.
speaking of maids, those maid cafes are horrendously expensive.
Yes, very expensive.
Which is a pity because their coffees are actually really good. Some of the best coffees I've had in Tokyo are at maid cafes,
Yeah.
but they are stupidly expensive.
I went to one in Nagoya, my very short stay in Japan. Thanks, flu shot. And the one place, the best place I had any sort of drink by far was the one maid cafe I went to. It was called
Yeah.
Maid So Cute, which is not a
Yeah,
very fantastic name.
Because I went there with my wife for Easter a couple of years ago. We're extending the podcast to talk about Japan. Because Japan is that awesome.
Yes.
So I stayed with my wife and we found this amazing hotel in Akihabara. It's right on top of the train station. The rooms are tiny as shit, but it's well furnished. It's clean. It's a business hotel and it's kind of modern. And it was great. Like we were staying smack downtown Akihabara, which was great for me. So that was fun. The lines that are accessible from it's actually a great location because the train is really accessible, the metro is really accessible, so it was really easy to go anywhere in Tokyo. I just wish the rooms were not so tiny. Okay, so in Japan, a double bed is the size of a single and a half bed anywhere else in the world. So it was quite difficult for my wife and I to sleep in that bed. And you literally had no space to walk around. Like, you would get off the bed and you would stand and you'd be up against the wall and the TV, and you just turn left and you exited the room and the bathroom was there, and it was so tiny. We didn't have space to put our bags to open it.
Oh wow. Yeah. My apartment, I could put stuff when I had an apartment for 4 days. I spent more time in a hospital than I did outside of a hospital when my stay in Japan.
Yeah.
So
but
you
it's-
could have been in a hospital.
maybe.
Yeah. You could have had a flu shot and figured out you were deathly allergic to it. So instead you got to enjoy a very cool part of Tokyo. So
Yeah. Oh, I'll take lots of pictures and I'll show you guys pictures of Tokyo as well. Actually, I'll show you guys. So I did a photography trip there as well. I have some amazing photos of Tokyo.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. We definitely need to do like like a slideshow of all of your pictures from everywhere because you have in fact been everywhere in the past like month or so.
Yeah. Well, few places.
We're just gonna make it everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere all at once. You are all knowing, Sharon. Oh wait, no you're not. You would have won the game show.
No, I am actually all knowing. I just decided to humor you by singing and losing on purpose. I lost on purpose, everyone.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry, Enraged, we're actually ending, but thank you for being here. I'll answer questions in the chat and I'll summarize what happened for you. Again, this is Sharon. He is our CEO, game designer, everything you would ever want him to be ever. I am Kelsey. I am the writer, game designer, and we will see you all next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.